is on edge, waiting for the grand jury to announce its decision on whether it will indict the Ferguson police officer who shot and killed an unarmed teenager named Michael Brown, seen here. Folks in the area have said that they're worried about violent protests should the grand jury decide not to indict the police officer, Darren Wilson. The governor saying that people have the right to protest peacefully, but that the state must protect its citizens and its businesses from violence and from damage. The grand jury in Ferguson has been meeting for quite some time. It's expected that it will announce its decision by the end of the month. But if you think...
Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Definitely want to address what's going on. Tomorrow, supposedly it's a strong chance they'll be dropping the verdict tomorrow. A lot of sources say that it's imminent that Darren Wilson will be released. And so, I want to make this video not so it can, just put it on the YouTube or whatnot, but I want to talk directly to you. Ask yourself, what have I been doing? And keep in mind, I'm not saying that Michael Brown is guilty, he's not guilty, I'm not going against the family, nothing like that. I want to make this video to make people think. Before Michael Brown's case, before Trayvon Martin's case, what were you doing? The question number one is, what were you doing to turn the tide of the injustice that's happening in our government, police department, whatever it may be? Number two, what were you doing? Were you marching for the several thousand black babies massacred over this last year by gang members and drug dealers and by our own people? Some people may say, you know what, Tommie, people keep using that argument, the black on black crime and black. How could you flippantly, you talking to I'm an ex-gang member, Project Baby. I put that in my video just so you know you're not talking to this some nerd on the street, Not saying I'm not a nerd now, not just, 16 years I was a gang member. My pop's one of the first Crips in the United States. Now you have them around the whole world. Right after the Civil Rights Movement, the gangs, Crips and Bloods, pretty much shortly after that, were formed. And we massacring each other. What were you, with all the zealousness and zeal of marching, going after the gangs, all that, were you doing that? Were you doing that this week? Or this year? Because you have over 1,200 murders just in Chicago alone. Babies with their heads blown off. That, not to say Michael Brown's situation is not tragic, no one should get killed, but you have hundreds of babies, 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds with bullets in their head by our people this year. No outcries. And I'm talking to black folks, white folks. We say, what? Well, Tommie, there's no jobs. I can't stand when it really hurt me when I heard preachers say that, black pastors. Well, they have given us no jobs, blah. Man, look, if you would have gave me a job as a gang, when I was still doing what I was doing, all I would have did was bought me a sack of dope and kept it pushing. I'm just keeping it real. You can call me whatever you want. But I'm just telling you, I would have went back on the block, got my little Mad Dog 2020, my silver satin, whatever it is, and I would have posted up with an extra stack of money just for my regular job and still hustle, still sold a pack, whatever. You know what I mean? So what is the real problem? If you've been having slavery and racism and tyranny in governments, look around the world over the last several years. Countries are in uprising because of God. It's been like, really think about it. Around the whole world since the foundation of mankind, it's been like that. So what is the problem? Us, human beings. If blacks were 50-60% of the U.S. population instead of 12%, guaranteed we would be doing the same thing. Bringing the drugs into the country. Because when we're fallen beings coming into this world, sinners, rebels against God, our ambitions are going to be the same. So that's what gets me with the Al Sharpton. You know the problem. And still, you still promote racism. People say he's not promoting racism, he's sticking up for his people. No, he is not. Where was he rallying? Where were the Black Panthers? Even the Ku Klux Klan for the white folks. Where were they at all year round when babies were getting massacred? I lost 31 friends and family members by my own people. I have 5 kids. Imagine one of my kids getting killed. You know, but that happens to thousands of black parents. I can't even see why black people can even buy into this. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying don't stand up for what's right. No, I'm telling you, stand up for what's right. But do it all year round, for all races. This is America. This ain't Africa. This ain't Asia. This ain't Europe. This is America. We care so much about the injustice in the system. Why not stand up for all of them? Because if not, you're the racist. If you're sticking up for one group of people all the time, even if I am black and I want to go stick up for my people, regardless, civil rights, hey, make sure my people are good. Yeah, of course. It's a no-brainer. But if I'm a righteous individual and I care so much about the system and not just my own black skin, because especially I'm talking to Christians, my brothers and sisters, and not my own white skin or my own black skin, then you will be out there all year round for everybody. Samantha Ramsey, the cop was just acquitted with her case, but it's so controversial there. It happened right before Trayvon Martin. Before Michael Brown, nobody even talked about that. She never had any problems. Good student, good grad, good girl. Got shot by a cop, gunned down, and not to say that he was guilty or he's not guilty. I'm just saying no one even talked about that. Last week, acquitted after all these months. So, yeah, do I get profiled more so? Of course. Do I still experience racism? Of course. Does racism exist? Of course. I was a black racist. I hated white people. Talk about you bad, And I got white in my system. You know what I mean? But still, so foolish, just ignorant. So talking to you, personally, me to you, do you think we should riot? Do you think we should shoot the police or vice versa? Or what? Because after all I just told you, from the foundation of mankind, it's been like that. What is that going to do? Nothing, absolutely nothing. The one thing that I know, I have a solution. Jesus Christ is the number one solution. Another thing is, if you want to see any type of change, the hearts of men is not going to never change. Only God can do that. But if you want to make any difference, any wave in this country, you stand for all races. Not your political party, not your inner circles. Who cares? If I get kicked, I'm the type of person, I will get kicked. Now I am. When I was a gamer, right, I try to fit in, and that's the hood, I'm a ride, and they shoot at us, we're going to shoot at them, blah, 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 But now it's like, you know what? If I'm such a righteous person, I keep it so 100, like I say I do. That means when anyone has done wrong, I'm going to stand. So that when Michael Brown's type of situations do happen, I hold weight. Because I've been standing for righteousness on everyone's behalf all the time. I asked Al Sharpton on his radio show, what do you think the psyche is behind black folks rioting and marching, going out after a cop? We could probably say about, let's say 5 a year, maybe you kill a black kid. I'm just saying, for example, compared to 5 times 2,000 blacks killing our own people. He said, I'm going to tell you why, Tommie. This is on his radio show, Keeping It Real with Al Sharpton. He said, we pay them to do a job. They need to do the job. Do you get what he just said? He dodged the whole question, and he started talking about money. Money-hungry, race-baiting scoundrel. He's not a pastor. I boycott his reverency right now and say, Al Sharpton, renounce your reverency. drop the reverend part and just live a secular life. I mean, go separate from that. You know, when it comes to activism, you know, just start worship God or whatever, of course. But you lose the reverend. You're shame in the name of Christ. So they're boarding up. The state of emergency. What's going to happen this week? Are you going to be a foolish one? Maybe I'm talking to somebody in Ferguson or in another state. Are you going to be foolish and fall for the okie doke that the mass media has? Fox News won't put me on there. They'll put on black doctors and lawyers, but no one who used to think like Al Sharpton, but no longer does, on their show to try to draw peace. Because think about it, not to promote myself or anything like that, but man, I mean, hey, I used to think like that. Now I can talk to my peoples like, look, let's think, man, we blow our brains out all year. I'm scared of my own people all year round. And now a white cop shoots us, and now I want to march, and, you know, not to say we shouldn't stand for what's right. Anyhow, check out the documentary on my life. Also, there's it's called the Tommie Scott Story, Tommie. Also, my book is out under that, and the main purpose is to get into jails and prisons, those without hope, those that are suicidal, those who think there's no hope. Get my book out there, the Tommie Scott Story, From Gangs, Drugs, Crime, to Soldier for Christ. If you want to help me out with getting them into the jail here with Pastor Clegg, who's the only chapel for a big old jail, and then he's Clark County jail he works with too, where it's a couple thousand inmates. We can't afford to get them in there, but if I get enough books, I will send you free books. You know, so communicate with me. You know, I'm willing. If you want to donate, you can go to Tommie _Scott at AOL.com, and that's my PayPal, and I can get books into the hands of many. And if you're a person who wants to donate big, if I can get them into the hands of everywhere, Ferguson, wherever, if I can get my book in there, my story, copy free DVDs. DVDs are free. You can copy them from YouTube and keep them and take them, show them in jail, show them in your youth ministry. You know, the book, though, I want to get that in there through my publisher, through Innovo. And that's why we have to purchase those, you know. Other than that, I would just, you know, whatever. But anyway, if you would like to do that, look down there, check out the document of my life. Let's spread truth. Let's spread honesty. That cross, I'm forgiven. I was forgiven. So I forgive Officer Wilson. I forgive Michael Brown, if that was him in that store robbing and choking out the clerk. I forgive Michael Brown. I forgive all the parties of Trayvon Martin, his family, Zimmerman. I forgive them. I forgive people who hurt me. And also I pray to those who I've hurt who will forgive me. You know what I mean? So life is too short, y'all. Don't let this sway your thoughts about other races or other groups of people. You know what I'm saying? The racism part. So Ku Klux Klan, Black Panther Party, we despise you. We don't like you. Don't come around. You're fake. Don't use this to recruit people. So we don't need you. You wasn't around. Scared of the gangs. If I was a gang member and the Black Panthers came, I would have ran you out of town. So that's why you don't go and stand up for black babies getting murdered by blacks, black youth getting murdered by our own people, against the gangs and march against the gangs, because you're scared, Al Sharpton and Black Panthers. You're scared of them. And I know you are for a fact, because you're a gang. And so, love you guys. Subscribe, tweet, Google, blog, Twitter, and all that. While you look, your Facebooks, just spread this, man. Spread this message. God bless you.